Hello everyone. So in today's session we will try to solve the various coding questions of the Stream API which are frequently asked in the interviews, right? And this session is for everyone, okay, for every Java techie, no matter whether he or she is a fresher or the experience, right? This is for everyone. Everyone should have the basic understanding of the Stream API related methods, right? So let's get started. Suppose if we have an employee table, suppose like someone asked you to find out the highest salary of the employee or the second highest salary of the employees, right? So usually what we do, we will write the queries at the DB side, right? So but the Stream API provide the various convenient methods by which we can fetch this scenario based data at the backend side itself, right? So instead of firing or instead of executing the queries at the DB side, we can write the code at the backend side itself to fetch this scenario based complex data. So I already wrote a code for a couple of interview questions in order to save your time. Okay. So please let me know in the comment section if you are more interested in a live coding session. So let's go through each questions or the queries now. So in first question of the query, we have to find out the list of employees who are staying in the Bangalore city, right? So first of all, let me bring you to the couple of classes which I have created in order to demonstrate these use cases, right? So I have created this employee service class where I have created the couple of objects of the employee and the club together these employee objects and returning in the form of list by using this method, right? And also created this employee object, okay, where I kept the couple of fields, the employee ID, employee name, department name, salary, city, and the contact, the list of contact, right? I took this list of contact because each employee can have the multiple contact number like the landline, mobile, or the fax, right? So that's why I took this contact as a list of string. Okay, so let's come back to our first questions. We have to find out the list of employees who are staying in the Bangalore city. Okay, let's check the data which we have in the employee service class. Okay, so here you can check the Neeraj is staying in the Bangalore city, right? The Syam is also staying in the Bangalore city. The Amit is also staying in the Bangalore city. Who else is staying in the Bangalore city? The Aarti, she is also staying in the Bangalore city, right? So these four records should be filtered out from this list, right? So let me first of all let me explain like what we have written in this use case. Okay, so first of all we are getting this employee list out of this employee service class, right? You can check here. And after this employee list, what we are doing, we took this stream out of this employee list, right? And then calling this filter method. You know, like in order to filter out the records, we can call this filter method of the Stream API, right? So you can check the method signature of the filter method here. Here we can pass the implementation of this predicate functional interface, correct? And you must be knowing like how we can implement this predicate functional interface. If you are not aware, then please refer the previous video. Okay, so here I am passing this conditional statement and checking the city of each employee with the Bangalore, right? So it will like filter out the records of the employees who are staying in the Bangalore city, right? After that we are calling this collect method and collecting the records by using this collectors, right, in the form of list, correct? So it will give us a list of employees who are staying in the Bangalore city. So now let me run this Java class. So you can check the output here, right? The employees lives in the Bangalore city, right? So Neeraj, Syam, Amit, Aarti, right? These employees are staying in the Bangalore city, correct? Now let's check the second use case or the second questions. Okay, list the employees who are earning below 50k, correct? 50k means the 50,000 only. Okay, so let's check the code. First of all, we are getting the stream out of this employee list. Okay, then calling this filter method. Okay, and here we are passing this conditional statement, right? In order to compare the salary of each employee. Okay, the salary of each employee should be less than the 50,000, correct? So we are calling the filter method here, and then calling this the dot collect method in order to collect the records in the form of list, correct? So let's check the output now. The employee list whose salary are less than the 50k, correct? So here we are like getting the whole record of employee, right? So we can check the employee list here. The Neeraj, who is earning the 25k or the 25,000. The Syam, he is earning the 25,000. The Peter, who is also earning like 44k, or it's also like below 50,000. The Monica, she is earning 37k. The Monu, he is earning 33k. Okay, so all these salaries are below 50,000 only. Okay, so it's giving us the list of employees who are earning below 50,000 only. Okay, so now let's check the third use case. Okay, the highest salary of an employee who is working in the HR department, correct? So let's check the code. The employee list, first of all, we are getting the stream. Okay, then calling this filter method. So before finding this highest salary of an employee, we will have to filter out all the employees who are working for the HR department, correct? So we are calling this filter method, okay, and comparing the department of each employee with this HR department, correct? Then we are calling this map method. Okay, why we are calling this map methods? Because we don't want to get the whole record of this employee, correct? We don't want to get this whole record of employee. Instead of that, we want to get the salary of each employee only. Okay, so here we are performing like one-to-one mapping. Okay, for each employee we are getting the salary of that employee only. Okay, by using this map method. Okay, then we are calling this max method in order to find out the highest salary of an employee, correct? You can check the method signature of this max. Okay, it's like taking the comparator. Okay, so we can pass the implementation of this comparator interface, right? And in this max method we are like passing this method reference, right? You can check the implementation of this max method here. Okay, so this is the method which is reside in the integer class. Okay, so it's automatically like it will take the all the items of that list and will compare and find out the max value out of all those elements, correct? So it will give us a highest salary of an employee who is working for the HR department only, correct? Let's check the output now. The highest salary in the HR department, right? So it's giving us the 1 lakh, correct? So let's check the data which we have in the employee service class. Okay, so first of all, like who all are working for the HR department? The HR, the Pankaj is working. Okay, the Monica, and what else? Pankaj, Monica, and okay, so these guys are working for the HR department only. Okay, what is the salary of Pankaj? Okay, it's 1 lakh, right? And what is the salary of Monica? It's 37k, right? So 1 lakh is the highest salary of an employee who is working in the HR department, correct? So in the next use case, we have to find out the second highest salary in the finance department, correct? So let me explain you the code. So first of all, we are getting the stream out of this employee list. Okay, then we are calling this filter method, and we are filtering out the record based on the finance department through this conditional statement, right? And we are passing this conditional statement through the lambda expression, correct? Then we are calling this sorted method. So why we are calling this sorted method? Because we have to find out the second highest salary of the employees, right? So in order to find out the second highest salary or the third highest salary, okay, we will have to perform the sorting, okay, on the final record, right? And that's why we are calling this sorted method. Let me show you the method signature of this sorted method. So there are two versions of this sorted method. We are using the second version of this sorted method here, okay, where we can pass like one of the implementation of this comparator interface, right? And we are using this comparing method of this comparator class, okay, where we can pass let me show you the method signature of this method also, where we can pass the key extractor, right? So key extractor is, that is the field by which we want to perform the sorting, right? So that's why we are calling this salary field through the method signature, correct? And after that we are calling this reverse method, okay. So it will sort the records in the descending order. So that's why we are calling this reverse method here after calling this comparator comparing method, right? And after that we are calling this map methods because we have to get a salary, okay. We don't want to get a whole record of the employees and we want to get a salary only. So that's why we are calling this map method, okay, in order to extract the salary field only out of the employee object. Then we are calling this skip method. So it will skip out the first record because we have to find out the second highest salary. So that's why we are calling this skip method. Then we are calling this find first method. So it will give us a second highest salary because we already skipped out the first record, right, by using this skip method, okay. Skip, if we pass the second, right, so is then it will skip out the first two records, okay, because we have to skip the only first record, right? So that's we are passing this one in this skip method, right? And then calling this find first, and after that we are calling this get method because this find first method will return the optional integer, okay. So in order to get a salary in integer, that's why we are calling this get method, okay. So by get method it will return us a salary in the integer, in the form of integer, okay. So let me show you the output now. So average, so the second highest salary of the employee who is working in the finance department, so that is the 50,000, right? So let me show you the data which we have in this employee service class, okay. So Neeraj is working in the finance department. He is getting the 25,000, okay. So Sam is also working in the finance department. He is getting the 25,000. Okay, who else? The Peter is also working in the finance department and he is earning the 44,000, right? Amit is also working in finance department and he is getting 60,000. And who else? The Aarti is also working in the finance department and she is getting the 50,000, right? So Amit is like getting paid the highest salary, right? So he is getting the 60,000, okay. So what should be the second highest salary? So Aarti, right? So Aarti is getting the 50,000 and that is the second highest salary, okay, who is earning in the finance department, correct? So that's why we are getting the 50,000 as the second highest salary in the finance department, right? So now let's check the next use case. So before taking the next use case, I would request you to guys, please do like and subscribe this channel because your continuous support is very much needed in order to create such videos further, right? So let's check the next use case. So in the next use case, we have to find out the average salary of the IT department, right? So in the code, like what we are doing, first of all, we are getting the stream out of this employee list, okay? Then we are calling the filter methods in order to filter out the employees who are working in the IT department only, okay, by using this conditional statement. Then we are calling this map method. Why we are calling this map method? Because we don't want to get a whole record. Instead of that, we want to get a list of salaries only, okay. So that's why we are calling this map method. Then we are calling this map to int method, okay. So why we are calling this map to int method? Because these average, okay, or the reduction methods, we can call the reduction methods only on the stream of primitive data types only. Okay, but this map method is returning the stream of integer, right? So we are calling this map to int method, so it will convert the integer stream to the int stream, okay, or the stream of primitive data type only. Okay, and after that we are calling this average method, right? So let's check the output now. So you can check this output, average salary of employee, they are working in the IT department, right? So it's giving us the 55k. Okay, you can also verify the data by checking this employee service class. Okay, you can calculate the average salary manually, and you can cross check or the verify data whether we are getting the correct result or not. Okay, so now let's check the next use case. In the next use case, we have to get a contact list of employees who are staying in the Bangalore city and working in the finance department, correct? So in the first piece of code, like what we are doing, okay, so first of all we are filtering out the records and finding out like who all employees are working in Bangalore city, okay, as well as the employees who are working in the finance department. Okay, so that's why we are calling this filter method to filter out the employees who are working or who are staying in the Bangalore city as well as they are working in the finance department. So we club together two conditions here. First, this is first condition, this is the first condition, and this is the second condition, correct? And after that we are calling this map method. Okay, and because we have to get a list of contact number, okay, out of the employee objects, right? So that's why we are calling this map method. Okay, so let me show you the result of this this piece of code. Okay, so what we are getting, let me zoom the window for you. The contact number of HR department. Okay, so let's change this department, sorry, it should be the finance department only. Okay, let me rerun this Java program. Okay, so you can check the output here, the contact number of the finance department number. Okay, so what we are getting the list of contact number. Instead of getting the contact number directly, we are getting the list of contact number. Okay, as I already explained you, like the map and what is the difference between the map and the flat map method, right? So if we have any collection as a part of any object, okay, then we should use this flat map methods. Okay, otherwise it will give us a like list of strings or the list of any collection. Okay, so in the second piece of code, like what I am doing, I'm calling, like after calling this filter method, okay, I'm calling this flat map method. Okay, why we are calling this flat method? Because we want to get a list of contact numbers, right? Or not in the form of list, we want to get a contact number directly. Okay, so that's why here I'm calling this flat map, and what I'm passing, okay, I'm passing the stream of contact numbers, right? Because it is giving us a list of strings, right? After that we are passing this stream. Okay, so in order to call this flat map method, we will have to pass the stream of that collection, okay, or any list, right? And after that we are calling this collect method in order to get a list of contact number. Okay, so let me change this contact list to the contacts only. Okay, and let me show you the output now. So you can check the output now, the contact number of the finance department, right? So now we are getting the contact number directly instead of like in the form of list, right? Earlier we were getting the contact number in the form of list. Now we are getting the contact number directly. They are not part of any list, right? So this is the also like you can understand this the uses of this flat map method, right? So now let's check the next use case. Okay, So what we have to find out the list of departments only. Okay, so what all the departments are there, you can check this data. The finance department is there, admin, okay, HR department is there, IT department is there. Okay, so let's check the output now. Okay, list of departments, right? The finance, admin, HR, IT. Okay, so what we are written in the code, like first of all we are getting this stream out of this employee list, then we are calling this map method, okay, in order to get the department of each employee. Okay, instead of getting a whole record, we want to get a department only, so that's why we are calling this map method. And after that we are calling this distinct method. Okay, suppose I remove this method, okay, distinct method, then let me show you like what we are getting as a result, right? So you can check the department list now. It is like finance, admin, finance, again like it is giving us a like repeated data, okay, or the duplicate data. Finance, this is coming at uh, 4 times or 5 times. Okay, IT department is repeating 3 times. Okay, but we have to find out the department only. Okay, so we don't want to like repeated data or the duplicate data, right? So that's why we are calling this distinct method. Okay, after calling this map method, okay, then only we are collecting the record in the form of list, right? So this is the uses of the distinct method, right? So in this use case, we have to find out the number of employees who are working in the each department, right? So in order to get a count of employees for each department, we will have to group the employees, right? We will so that's let's check the code now. Okay, so in the code, first of all we are getting the stream out of this employee list, then we are calling this collect method. Okay, and inside this collect methods we are grouping the employees by using this grouping my method. Okay, so this method is available in the collectors class, and this is very important method to group the records, okay, based on any field, right? So as we have to group the employees based on the department, right? So that's why we are passing the method reference of this department name here, right? And after that we are calling this collectors dot counting method. So uh, it will give us a count of employees who are working in the each department, right? So this second parameter is basically used to downstream the data. Okay, and we can also call the other methods of the collectors like to list, right? To list, if we will use this to list method, okay, so so instead of getting this count, we will get the whole list of employees who are working in the each department, right? So but we have to get a count of the count of employees, right, who are working in the each department. That's why we are calling this counting method. Okay, so let's check the output now. The number of employees in each department. Okay, the finance, in the finance department five employees are there, in the HR department 2 employees are there, IT 3, and admin 1, right? So let me show you the data now. Okay, so in IT 3 employees are there, right? So you can check the like Monu is working in the IT department, Rohan is working IT department, and Manish is he is also working in the IT department. Okay, and admin like how many employees are there? Only 1, right? So you can check the data here. Okay, only 1 employee who is working in the admin department. Okay, so now let's check the next use case. We have to find out the maximum salary, right? Find out the maximum salary in each department, right? So in order to find out the maximum salary, first of all what we have to do, like we will have to group the employees, right? Group the employees who are working in each department, right? So actually I split out the code in the like multiple steps in order to explain you very easily. Okay. So first of all, what I am doing in this line of in this piece of code, okay, I'm getting this stream out of this employee list, then calling this collect method and performing this grouping my method. Okay, what it will do, it will group the employees based on the department name. Okay, so let's check the output at first, right? So group the employees department wise. Okay, you can check this output. Okay, so it is giving us a list of employees, okay, who are working for a specific department. So in the finance department, what all the employees are there, you can check these record, right? So these employees are working in the finance department. Okay, how many employees are there? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 5 employees who are working in the HR department. Similarly, it is like giving like how many employees working in the HR department, right? So there are two records are there, I think. Yeah, two records are there. That means like 2 employees are working for the HR department, right? So now in the first step, we group the data. Okay, we group the employees for each department. Okay, and in the next step, what I'm doing, I'm getting or extracting the salary of each employee, okay, department wise. Okay, so you can check this piece of code. First of all, we are getting the stream out of this employee list, then we are calling collect method, and after that we are grouping the employees based on the department name. Okay, then we are calling this collectors dot mapping. So this is this is also very important method. Okay, where we can perform the data transformation, or we can do like one-to-one mapping as we can do by using the map method. Okay, so what I want to get out of this grouping data, okay, we want to get a salary only. Okay, we don't want to get a whole record of employees like who are working in a specific department. Okay, so that's why I'm calling this mapping method, and in this method, and let me show you the method signature also. Okay, we can pass the implementation of this functional interface. Okay, and after that we are passing some logic to downstream the data, right? So you can check the documentation, okay, at your end. So here I'm trying to explain you the uses of this mapping method. Okay, so in this methods, why I am using this method, because we want to get a salary of each sorry, we don't want to whole record of each employee like which we are getting here, right? So that's why I'm calling this mapping method, and after that I'm getting the salary in the form of list. Okay, that's why I'm passing this method collectors dot to list. Okay, so let me show you the output now. So extract the salary of each employee department wise. You can check the right. So in the finance, what all the salaries are there? 25k, 25k, 44k, 60k, 50k, right? In the HR department, what all the salaries are there? 1,37,000, right? Similarly, in the IT and admin department, salaries are there. Okay. Now we have to get a maximum salary out of these salary, right? So what how we can get this data? Let me show you. Sorry. So you can check this last piece of code. Okay, so after this grouping by, okay, and calling this mapping method, instead of getting the salary in the form of list, okay, as we are getting in this piece of code, okay, I'm calling this collectors dot reducing method. Okay, this is also a reduction method which is available in the collectors class. Okay, so it will give us a highest salary of each department, right? and this is very similar to the reduce method. Okay, and there are different version of this reducing methods are available. You can call any methods. Okay, only you like you need to understand like how we can call, like what all the parameters which we have to pass in these methods, right? So that's why I'm calling first of all that's why I'm calling this collectors dot reducing method in order to find out the highest salary of each department, right? So let me show you the result now. Output. Okay, you can check this maximum salary in each department, right? So first of all, it is giving us a 60,000. The maximum salary is 60,000 worth of finance department. Okay, so you can check the maximum salary here, right? So 60,000 is the maximum salary for this finance department, right? For HR department, what is the highest salary? The 1 lakh is the highest salary in the HR department. Okay, so that's why it's giving us a 1 lakh, right? And similarly, in the IT department, 75,000 is the highest salary. That's why we are getting this 75,000. And admin, there is only one salary. So we are getting this 55,000 only. Okay. So I cover almost all the important methods of the Steam API. Okay. And please do some practice at your end in order to understand the uses of this method. Otherwise, you won't be able to remember the uses of these methods. Okay, so that's all about this session. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe these channels. Okay, thank you once again.